We are talking about a major tool that you get to have in your main character toolkit, and that is recognizing the importance of and prioritizing rest. Now, I know in recent years there's been this big push to cancel hustle culture. Like, even I went through a season of returning to the soft life, but as a corporate girly and entrepreneur, I totally see people still feeling like they need to hustle in order to be successful, in order to get to the top. And I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that yes, it's important that you work, it's important that you put in, the hours, but at the same time, rest is truly a part of, an integral part of being productive and being successful. And I don't know about you, but when I was going through that journey of returning to my feminine energy and learning how to lean back and let things ebb and flow, one of the big issues that I came up on was this story that I was telling myself I had to earn the right to rest, or that productivity equaled worth. And so I had to retrain my brain on that and really like get back down to basics, learning that if I am exhausted, if I'm not my best self, if I'm not refreshed, if I'm not rejuvenated, then honestly, nobody is getting what they need from me, and I'm not happy with the work that I'm putting out. So I have some notes right here. I'm going to share some ideas for you to get reacquainted with resting. Okay, and the first one I'm going to talk about is not even on my paper, and that is developing a wind down routine. Just like you sleep train an infant, we get to train our brains for relaxation in the evenings and kind of have a system or a ritual almost for how we start winding down the day. So that means that in the evenings for me, around 6 p.m., I start lowering the lights. I might play soft music or sea sounds. I might light a candle. At 8 p.m., an alarm goes off on my phone, and the colors on my phone, I change them from color to black and white. So honestly, it's just less amusing, it's less appeasing. And I start like winding down or weaning myself off of social media, TV, any of that kind of stuff, really getting my mind in the mind frame of we are about to lie down and rest for the evening. I do my gratitude journal at night. I do a lot of like relaxation or anxiety, like reducing meditations, but it allows me that opportunity to train my brain for rest time. Okay. So, number two, if you are an overachiever, if you're a perfectionist, you might have issues with planning your quitting time for leaving work, right? So I used to be one of those girls. I'm an 8 to 5 girly, and it would be 5:30, 6 o'clock, some nights at 7, y'all, and I'm still at work. And so now I've created this pattern of planning my quitting time. So I have an idea of what I need to do for the day. And before I even get started with my task, I'm like, Kayla, you're leaving today at 4:30. And then it's actually on my computer desk at work. I use a time, like a cube timer from Amazon. And basically, I assign a certain amount of time that I'm going to work on task, and then I move on to the next task. So even if I don't get everything I want to get accomplished within the day, I have still like gotten a pretty big chunk of it done, and it's time to go at 4:30, right? So plan your quitting time. I want you guys to start doing that. Secondly, I schedule breaks in within my day so that I have a time to like refresh and get up, walk around. I know, like being a corporate girl for 15 years, you can get chair butt. And people are like, Kayla, how do you avoid that? I get up and walk around. So I might work on a couple of tasks and then I take an hour to walk around the building. I'm going to take a moment to get outside. I'm going to take my lunch break. Like, stop working through your lunch break. Because at the end of the day, y'all, the work is still going to be there. And when you get back tomorrow, like, sincerely, there's going to be more for you to do. So really just be mindful of that. Take your lunch breaks, schedule breaks, and even when like conversations, right, with your family and friends, if you see yourself like getting worked up, I need to take a break from this. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm doing really good. You want to marry a woman? Like, it took me a long time to get like this. So, but we're out here. Number three is scheduling some downtime. So, as a perfectionist, as someone who is a very high achiever, when I start the month over, so what, it's the 20th, So probably at the end of next week, I will sit down and I will schedule days for me to get a massage. I'm going to schedule days for me to do like my deep skincare. I'm going to schedule days for me to go to brunch with my friends. I schedule my time when I should be resting, and that has allowed me to alleviate a lot of the guilt for doing nothing. Again, the story that I told myself was that if you're resting, you're not productive. If you're not productive, you're not worthy. But you're worthy of resting simply because you exist. Like, you don't have to earn the ability to lie down. You don't have to earn the ability to take a break. Just put it on your schedule. So I know that when you're connected to social media all the time, you can get this urge to feel like I got to be grinding, I got to be hustling, I got to be creating, I got to be doing. And you see all these coaches that are like, "Oh, more doing, less consuming." But it is so important that you schedule that time for you. I know it's cliche, but sincerely, you cannot pour from an empty cup. And if you keep going and you never stop, what truly happens is you're not proud of what you're putting out. And so it's not as successful as it could have been had you been well rested, had you just taken a moment to get your bearings and to be refreshed. Cool? All right, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm Kayla Simmons. I'm the main character coach. I teach women to become the main character of their life and tap into their highest potential. So if that sounds like your thing, hit that follow button so you never miss a episode. Love y'all, and we will talk soon. Bye.